Hello, Pisces. This is Renee from Angelic Comfort with your teen love and also general reading. Now, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. If this does not fully resonate to you or doesn't resonate with you at all, then check out your Moon and Rising signs because sometimes you might fall favorably under those and it might resonate a little bit better to you and what you're going through. Also, if it does resonate to you, if you check out your Moon and Rising signs, those might fill in some of the pieces to the puzzle that you're looking for. Just a little bit of a hint right there. So don't be afraid to check those out. And I'm bringing out, at least trying to do one new video a day here right now. So I might be lagging a little bit in them. I've got a lot going on, so just bear with me. But happy day and happy February. And we're in the second month of February, and it's so exciting. So our second month of the year, I should say. Boy, a little tongue-tied. Here we go. We're going to check it out. The first part of the week. Darkest fears. Pisces, you are very emotional people, and you don't always like to put yourself out there in regard to how emotional you really are. You wear your heart on your sleeves. You really feel deeply for those that you love, those that you care for, and those things that you believe in. So right now it's saying darkest fears. So the first week, some of you might have received some scary news, whether it be some of you are dealing with some sort of an illness and maybe you need surgery, or maybe it's a little bit more than that. Some people might be needing chemo. Some of you I'm hearing also might be going through foreclosure or possibly like eviction. And what I want to tell you all is this, okay? You can gain that strength. You can win or lose. You can gain that strength and pull yourself forward. Pull yourself out of the darkness and give it your all. Don't buckle. Okay, give it your all. Now, for those of you who are going through some sort of a medical issue, I'm hearing that if you really face this head on and charge it like a bull or a ram, with a lot of determination, that you can overcome very much. Okay, so your greatest fears, your darkest fears, pull you into a pool of negativity. Some of you, it could even be going over what we're going through here in the United States. Okay, the energy is so awful. There's a lot of scared people, a lot of fear running amok through people's minds and stuff. And you need to pull yourselves out of that, okay? So draw your sword. Draw the sword here. See the heart in it. Unconditional love for yourself and for others. And just charge whatever it is that you're going through. Now, for those of you who are going through a foreclosure or a possible eviction, what I'm hearing here is that something better is coming along for you. And you'll feel much relief. But right now, don't feed into that fear. Because when you have the fear, you lose your creative ideas, you lose sight of what it is that you're doing, and it just kind of spirals. It makes things kind of spiral. So what I want you to do is pull yourself out of that darkness, out of those deep, dark thoughts, and really try to lighten things up. And some of you aren't going to end up losing your home. Something's going to come through. Something's going to come through, but you're going to have to make some changes in order to, make it all happen. So just be aware of that. But they're saying here, too, is morning affirmations and time to move on. So basically, a morning affirmation or affirmations in general are positive words that you say that open up like manifestation. Okay? So when you say you want to, you need to love yourself and forgive yourself and really just embrace who you are. So you might say to yourself, I love myself unconditionally. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am deserving. Okay. And at this point, I pull in all abundance to deal with myself. And the doors are opening up. I'm manifesting beautiful, positive blessings and beautiful, positive people with life. Okay. So you're saying it as it's happening now. And you mean it, okay? So as you put these affirmations out daily, sort of like prayers, but with, a real positive twist to it, okay? And the power of the energy that you put forth within these affirmations will make the manifestation happen quicker. Okay, and for some of you too, it's time to move on. In other words, if you are going through financial difficulty, if you are having difficulty with a job, place of employment, an employer, maybe it's time to move on from that, okay, and find something that is better suited, because I do feel there are good things headed your way, but you're kind of like so emotionally caught up in this negativity within your mind, or even with some of the people that are around you, that it's hindering you. So for the first week, really try to focus on yourself and focus on the positivity and how you can make the changes or move forward or charge the situation head on and come out on top winning. Okay? So in the second week, we are talking about seeking the truth and balance, needing balance. Balance is very important. Balancing the male and female energy within each of us, balancing our lives. They're talking about balancing work and play, work and home life, work and family, playtime and family. For those of you who might be single and you like to go out, you have children at home, it's really important, to balance all of these things out so that you don't get tired. Also, for those of you who are going through a difficult time, keep that balance, keep grounded and focused within your situation, within your personal life, within you, so that you can deal with this. But you want to seek the truth within yourself, and listen to your higher intuition, listen to your higher, level of consciousness. When you stay grounded, focused through meditation, through getting out in nature, even just sitting down and writing will help you stay grounded and balanced and focused and keeping things in order and on track. Okay, but you want to seek the truth. And some of you, I'm finding out, like, if you're in a marriage or, and I'm hearing about this foreclosure vehicle or something with a payment, you're going to find out that what it is that maybe your partner has been squandering the money, and it might be due to some sort of an addiction. So I just putting out there, it's obviously not all of you, but I am hearing this for a few of you. Okay, and remember, there's thousands of people who are listening in, or it could even be you. Are you the one who's squandering the money? Whether it be gambling through, or drugs, or alcohol, or something. Some secrets and the truth are going to come out, and it could be about you. It could be about you and what you're doing and what you're going, what everybody's going through within your home life. So, you're better off being open and honest, and hopefully others are going to be open and honest with you. And if not, it's going to come out within the second week. Okay, so when seeking the truth, or somebody seeking the truth of you, and you might want to ask for heaven's help, or they might. Either way, you want to, you want to get some help from your guides, from the angels, maybe even from somebody here who is like an earth angel to you, somebody who you can fully trust and talk to, and let it all out, and be honest, with them. I mean, obviously spirit and the angels and your guides and everything are going to know the truth anyway. So whatever it is, listen to your higher self and seek information, ask for help, and wait. Okay, so when you're seeking information and seeking the truth too, sometimes there's a waiting period. Okay, don't take too much action right now, and bide your time for better results is what the card says. And you see the mermaid sitting there, and she's just sort of like, sitting there like waiting. She's waiting. She might not be patient about it, but she's waiting to find out the truth. Now, in the third week, we talk about teach and just breathe. So, a little bit, again, what is this teaching you? What are you being taught through these experiences that you've been going through in the last, could even be the last couple of months? What is this all teaching you? And then be able to teach others, like learn the lesson of it all, figure it all out, and then move forward and be like an advocate. Teach the lesson that you have learned, because we're all teachers and we're all learners. You might also be a student, like, and I'm not talking like sitting in a classroom necessarily. I mean, you could be, but just a student of life, and going even through like support groups or something, or groups of people that you can resonate with, that'll help you, maybe even to figure things out, you know. And I don't want this to sound all doom and gloom, because it's not. This here, the ball's in your court. Okay. So if it's a medical issue, and you got all the facts and everything else, and now you're going to be an advocate for that condition that you're going through. You're going to be teaching others about it. Okay. The same thing if you're going through difficult times financially, or you've been through difficult times financially, you might become an advocate and teaching others on what not to do to help others. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about when we teach. It doesn't mean necessarily within a classroom, but maybe in a small group setting or group setting, and just getting the word out there that, you've been there, you've done that, and this is what I'm doing now to help others. And breathe. Part of being grounded and balanced is being able to breathe through all situations, and, when we don't know the outcome, and sometimes the outcome can, not knowing the outcome, I should say, can be scary, right? So when we let fear into our lives and being scared, then we're allowing in negativity. We're allowing in what we don't want to happen. So just breathe, meditate. Like I said earlier, get out in nature. Try to laugh and have a good time, and have, good conversations with people, and get into those deeper conversations. They're always really good and soul fulfilling. So go ahead and do that, and be able to express your emotions. Because Pisces, sometimes when you get, fearful or scared, sometimes you like to lash out. You get really short-tempered, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's, that person. And you usually are, sometimes you're fairly good about, apologizing after things are all settled down. But Pisces tend to get a little bit emotional. And so it's really important to, like I said, breathe, clear your mind, become focused, grounded, balanced, meditate, and listen to your higher self. And they're saying positive energy. Again, here, surround yourself with positive people in the situations to avoid negativity. And there's a new dawn. There's a new beginning. So either way, there's a lot of good blessings coming to you through this challenging month. Okay? Good blessings are headed your way. You just have to kind of like get through the storm, right? And that's what it's all about, is getting through the storm and the rain before you get to the sunshine. So worry could be the last of it for you. Okay, they're saying the worst of it's behind you, and that it falls between the third and say like the third and the fourth week of February. And in the fourth week, we're talking about giving and receiving. Okay, and spread your wings. When you give from the heart, it doesn't have to necessarily be like materialistic. It could be, advice. It could be even just carrying groceries in for somebody, opening a door for somebody, being nice, being helpful. When you do stuff like that, you're giving, which opens yourself up to receiving. Now, so allow yourself to receive. Okay, so if you give, then receive, and again, keep a balance within that. Giving and receiving should be equal balance, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be friendship, whether it be just in general. Don't always be the giver. Also, allow yourself to receive, okay? And don't feel that, you aren't worthy to receive. Don't feel that you shouldn't receive when you're giving. A lot of people feel that way. And in order for the energy flow and for the good things to come into our lives, okay, we have to be able to give. We have to be able to give. And when we give, we open up for receiving. So remember that. So it's like a smooth transition, smooth flow. Give, receive, give, receive, give, receive. And this is how it works. Okay, this is how these blessings manifest within our lives. Okay, and spread your wings. Go ahead and take that step. Take that step into this new beginning. Take that step into the new strength that you're going to have to take on this new beginning, or to end these challenges, and to move forward to have towards the life that you actually want. And here again, confirmation, let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. receive without guilt or apologies. If you are going through some sort of a medical situation, allow people to help you. Take in that love and don't feel weak about it. Feel blessed that people love you and care about you and want to help you and want what's best for you. And if that means giving you rest by them helping you, take that. Take those gifts. Take those blessings and don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. Just keep telling them thank you and how appreciative you are and how much you love them. For those of you who are going through, I keep hearing a vehicle being taken away or something. What I'm hearing is that, be thankful for those that are helping you out. Be thankful and grateful for those that are going to let you borrow a car or help you find another car. For those of you who are going through a foreclosure or an eviction, somebody's going to come through and like I said, it's going to be better than you thought. Things are going to be okay through your positivity and through connections and everything else. So, allow yourself to receive and feel those blessings, okay? And, I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to move this up. It seems to be being undone here. Here we go. And blessed to change. We have a lot of blessed changes coming your way. And so by the end of the month, things are going to be smoother sailing, okay? Most definitely. So when we talk about singles or love and romance, or those of you who are in committed relationships, there's a codependency going on here. When we talk about codependency could be because of addictions. Again, going back to the beginning of the month where there could be the spending of money or squandering of money through addiction, through drugs, through alcohol, through gambling. It could be sexual addiction, anything like that. Or addictions of not wanting to be alone, okay? And that seems to be a big one right now, too, is people are afraid to be alone. And here we are in February, Valentine's Day. I'm just going to put it out there. Valentine's Day is a very commercialized holiday. If you are single, you should not feel that you need to be in a relationship because or that you feel that you cannot be alone or you cannot handle being alone. You need to be able to heal yourself before you get into a relationship. And when you think about it, they put it out there for like couples and married people and everything else. And it can make single people feel kind of crappy, right? Like, we're a holiday, why can't I be in a relationship type thing? Well, it's because it's commercialized. It's for the spending of money. And when you think about it, if a person's in a relationship, and in a loving relationship, it should be one of those things where, you express your love for each other every day. You do little things for each other every day. And that's what's important. Okay? So if you have to go out and splurge on yourself, show yourself how much you love. I mean, if it is that important to you, then spend it, on yourself. Do something special for yourself that maybe you wouldn't do any other time of the year. But like I said, today is just so commercialized, and it's meant for people to spend a lot of money when like I said, this stuff should be expressed every day throughout the year, through just saying I love yous and holding up the door, holding it open, or cooking a meal once in a while, trading on and off, doing things, taking turns, but expressing your love in simple ways. And that's what it's about. Okay, that's what it should be about. But like I said, this one day out of the year, everybody makes it into this big thing if you're single. So don't get into a relationship because you feel that you can't be alone and you don't want to be alone, because it's not fair to the other person. It's not fair to yourself, and it is a relationship that is dysfunctional. Okay, codependent relationships are not healthy relationships. Okay, so if you have somebody, if you're depending on somebody too much, or your partner's depending on you too much, then it's not a healthy relationship. And you have to believe and trust others. If there is somebody that you're in a relationship with, you have to gain that trust back. Whether it be you need to regain that trust, or they need to gain your trust back. You need to gain their trust back. It could be that you need to trust in your higher self and God and spirit and the angels that, you know, there is somebody out there for you if you're single. Okay, so it's really important, and just have the faith. Okay, have the faith, and forgiving and learning and retreat. Go away. They're saying go away somewhere, but you need to forgive and learn for yourself. If you're going through divorce and things are kind of rough right now, you need to learn and you need to forgive. Both people need to, and you know, forgive yourself, forgive others. It's really important. Okay. But disconnect from the world is what they're saying. Even if you just go out to the country for the day, or to the ocean, to the sea, you know, to the beach for a while, or get out in nature. If you're in the northern hemisphere, maybe you want to, you know, go snowshoeing or cross-country skiing, or get that fresh air, reconnect and ground. Okay? So here we talk about, for those of you who are thinking about getting in a relationship, or those of you who are in a relationship, okay? And again, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. When we talk about this, by the way, this deck is the magical sexual tarot deck. So when we look at this, we talk about the Five of Chalices, again, emotions. And we're talking about the past, okay? We're talking about, here is this woman, and these are going to be non-generic. They're general readings. They're not going to be gender specific. I'm just going to go by what's here in the card, and it could be either male or female, but I'm going to just state what's here on the card, okay? So we have this female here, and somebody is professing their love, okay? And saying how much they love you and they care about you and they want this relationship with you, or you could be in a relationship with somebody, but you haven't healed the past. Again, that's codependent. Okay, if you are in the relationship, that's the codependency. You have not let go of the past. It's a toxic relationship. It could turn into one if you don't release the past. Okay, because then there's that comparing and that wishing, and you're not putting your whole self into this relationship. So here it is again. The past is dead. Okay, as you can see here, the past is dead. There's the headstone, and there's the burial thing there, and there's the ghost of the past right there. And she's sitting there mourning the past yet, and not looking that here's this beautiful person who's professing their love and, you know, wanting to be a part of, you know, your life, and but yet, you know, you're like, okay, yeah, but you're still dwelling on the past. Okay. So that's not cool. And heading into the High Priestess tends to be a little bit younger, you know, or at least young at heart. And she's holding two keys. She knows what she wants. She's trying to figure it out. She's trying to, you know, she's young at heart. She's playful, but she's also sitting and waiting. She's waiting. And this person could be waiting for you if you're single, waiting for you to get over the past, to be able to move forward, watching you, and just waiting, holding the key to your heart, and their heart holding the key to the future. So she's just kind of sitting there, and it could be a he, but kind of sitting there and just kind of waiting. And here we go into the Ten of Pentacles. And again, this is about loving yourself. And when we talk about codependency or addiction, whether it be addiction to the past, addiction to, you know, to sex, to alcohol, to drugs, to other people, you know, and again, could be from the past. You got to love yourself. You know, you can't just get in there, and you cannot offer yourself to somebody. Okay, you cannot offer yourself willingly and wholeheartedly as a whole. Okay, unless you love yourself. So you can't love other people unless you love yourself. And okay, and I get it where people are saying, well, I can love other people. I don't have to love myself. Well, no, it's really important to love yourself, because when you can truly love yourself, and not in an egotistical way, when you can truly say, I love myself. You know, yes, I might be overweight, but I still love myself for who I am, and I can still change that, but it doesn't mean that I don't love me. Okay. When you look at it in that respect, okay, and really truly mean it, okay, then you're able to move on and to love others, okay? Because when you can accept yourself completely, then that means you're going to be able to accept others completely. And then that's when the synchronicity happens. That's when the energy flows. That's when a relationship is successful. Okay? So here we go with these cards. We have the Three of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Hierophant. Now, we talk about back here chalices being a water sign, okay? And we talk about pentacles being earth signs, okay? And the swords are your air signs, okay? So you have Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, and you have the Hierophant here. When we take a look at the Three of Swords, we talk about, and this is interesting, we talk about more than one person, okay? We talk about somebody being interested in more than one person. And this could be holding on to the past also. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's, three people involved in a relationship or the wanting of one person wanting two people or trying to make that decision between two people. It could be. But what I'm also seeing, so this card would represent like cheating, but this card also could represent holding on to that past, holding on to that past relationship, and yet trying to move on. Okay, but it's not completely successful. Okay, you have the woman here, she's waiting. She's there and he's kind of like strumming and playing along, but he's not completely into it. He's not completely into it, and there's the past, or there's the other person coming in watching, okay, watching from a distance and seeing. So it could be the past with the current, with the Three of Swords, or it could be that there's actually a love triangle going on, and one person is finding out and the other person might not know, or maybe both know, and maybe they're both vying for the same person. If you're single and you got two people that you're working on, decisions need to be made. And here we go here where you might be going through, just recently broken up, or it could cause a breakup because of this, because of either the past interfering and not being able to give your full attention and full self to this person who's coming in, or if you're in a relationship, or it could be that you played two people, okay? But there's going to be a lot of tears shed, okay? And this here is, with the Hierophant, we're talking about making what it is that you want very clear and being very distinct with what it is that you're looking for within this relationship with your partner. And if you've got two people, okay, and if you have two people, then you need to be very clear about, if you're single and you want to stay single, look, I'm going to play the field, and this is how it is. And there's going to be more than one of you. I mean, you need to be upfront. You need to be honest, okay? Because somebody's going to get hurt, and it could be you. It could be you, okay? There could be a breakup because of this, okay? So you need to not be codependent. You cannot play more than one person, and you just need to let the past go too. And you need to be very upfront. You need to be very upfront. What are your intentions? What is it that you're looking for in a relationship? What is it that you don't want in a relationship? Do you even want a relationship now? Putting all the cards on the table, and that's what the Hierophant, means here in this deck. But also, getting within yourself and, listening to your higher self and pulling in that information of what it is that you truly and absolutely want. Okay? So, if you would like a more in-depth reading that is geared directly towards you, because these are generic readings, okay, for general and love, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, then go ahead and go to the website, which is www.angelic-comfort.com, and set up an appointment. And there's, approximately a week wait, maybe not even. It just depends on when the schedule is booked. But go ahead and check it out, and set up a schedule for an appointment, and we'll get to the heart of the matter for you. And again, don't let it get to you if you're not in a relationship. Go ahead and get yourself that chocolate. Go ahead and get your nails done. Go ahead and buy yourself that tool that you want if you're males, or You know, go see a movie, a fun movie, or go do something fun with your friends, or even buy yourself a chocolate. Go ahead. Go ahead and buy yourself a necklace, and if you can afford it, go for it, right? But also, go the next day, you know, and get the candy and off, right? I mean, think of yourself. Think of yourself. Treat yourself. Love yourself. You are your most important person in your life because you're the one that needs to take care of you, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking of all of you, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching these videos and listening. I do hope that they help because the intention is to help as many people as that I can. It's very important to me. So know that I love each and every one of you. And until we meet again, namaste.